Hello everybody. Here I am in federal prison after the last video where I was arrested for being too horny, which is apparently a federal crime. I didn't know that. Then again, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? Well, I guess it keeps me safe from coronavirus, since I'm here all alone in this lovely, lovely federal prison cell. Luckily, however, they did say I could bring one thing to entertain myself with, since apparently all other forms of entertainment are completely banned thanks to coronavirus. I did not know that, and I am kind of freaking out here. So I guess to pass the time until I'm released, which is, what I get, like 100 life sentences. After my 100 life sentences are up, I'll be released into the real world again. But until then, we're gonna play some PS1 demo discs. I know of all the things I could have chose to bring with me, I could have brought Skyrim, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Dragon Age, Gary's Mod, really any endless replayable game. No, instead I brought a couple PS1 demo discs. Because, why the fuck not? Also, I'm not supposed to have a camera, so I'm probably gonna get beat the fuck up soon. So without further ado, let's play some PS1 demo discs. And hopefully not die. Ah!
Back in the day, you used to be able to try games before you bought them. I know, it's pretty fucking crazy. But back then, it was the norm. You'd see a game is releasing, and then you'd buy the demo disc from Toys R Us or get a compilation disc from PlayStation Underground magazine, or your country's equivalent. But I don't have any PSU mags, but I do have a few demo discs. And some of these demos are really good, and some of them are obscure games, which fits me perfectly. So for this video, we're going to play all these demos on these here compilation discs and my Tomba demo disc and see which demo disc is better. 5 out of 5 discs are great, but 0 out of 5 discs are absolutely horrendous. Pretty sure none of these will be a 0, but you never know. So without further ado, let's play some demos. This disc has 8 playable demos, and 1 non-playable demo. Let's play the first demo. Bushido Blade is a 3D fighting game with a realistic damage system, meaning that when sword hit head, you become dead. Maps are big and allow for a lot of movement, making fights a lot more free-flowing, but you can't run forever. You have high, mid, and low attacks, along with running and special attacks, depending on the weapon. Sadly, we only get 2 fighters, 1 map, and 1 wooden sword. But shit still slaps. Definitely a great demo if I have this much to say. Versus is another fighting game, but more like Tekken or DOA or Street Fighter than Bushido Blade. But unlike those ones, this isn't great. It plays fine, but it definitely feels the way you think it will, unlike the competition. Much like the title, this game is bland, uninspired, but it is exactly what you think it will be. A fine, decent enough fighting game, but nothing special. Star Wars Masters of Terras Kasai is another fighting game, but this one tries to be Tekken and Soul Edge by both having Tekken-style combat with the weapons of Soul Edge, although no ring outs and no fun. This game looks fun though at first, but after one attack, you realize it's a bit shit. The game feels terrible, and the weapons you get to use feel limp and weightless. Lightsabers don't feel deadly, more like plastic toys than real weapons. I definitely don't want to buy the full game at Toys R Us, that's for sure. I already have Jet Moto 2, and I'm going to make a video on it for this series, so I won't say much other than this demo is fine. You get a race, it's good, decent amount of difficulty, but yeah, that's about it. You get like one race, it's fine. Cardinal Sin is another game I have, but god, this demo is ass. I am glad this wasn't my first experience with it. You get one fight on practice mode where the opponent doesn't even attack. I don't even know if there is multiplayer, but when I tried, nothing happened, so I'm guessing there isn't. Unless maybe I'm stupid. Ghost in the Shell is a killer demo. You get a large level, some story, optional content, a boss, and a good feel for the gameplay. This game is a tie-in with the anime series Standalone Complex, even having the same voice actors and writers. You play as a Tachikoma, an AI and manually controlled spider tank with superb agility, stealth abilities, and combat abilities. You have to pilot your Tachikoma through large levels, killing targets, to open a door and progress to the main target where a boss fight happens. You strafe, shoot, jump, scale buildings, and sneak like a true badass. Great demo, and I'd say it's a great game too, but I don't own it. Fuck. Moto Racer is a decent motorcycle racing game. It plays well, the music is fine, the track that you're given is fine, the game is just fine. It has no unique style to it, there's no high difficulty, it's also not too easy, it's just fine. Not really much else to say about the game, other than it's okay. Test Drive 4 is another racing game, and again, it's fine, a good enough demo. Bit short, but not as good as the other racers. And to be honest, I am getting sick of racing demos. Up next is a non-playable demo called 1. Let's watch the trailer.
I made a mistake.
Unit 5, Sector 8. Clear. Wideband scan 44.1 gigahertz. Random search block 1. Roger that. All units required on 7th and Jocelyn.
Level 5 on our way. You are under arrest. Stay where you are.
God! I wish this and Star Wars Terras Kasai would swap places. I would give up every single racing demo on this disc for this demo. Because, oh my god, this looks awesome! I'm so disappointed. Overall, our first disc is pretty good. Only 2 bad demos, 2 mediocre ones, and 1 disappointment with one's demo not being playable. But the good ones are really good, and even classic PS1 games, but I'm not willing to overlook the bad demos. So, 3 out of 5 discs. This disc has 6 playable demos and 2 non-playable demos. Let's play the first demo. We already talked about Cardinal Sin, so let's move on. Vigilante 8 is a car combat game set in an industrial park in the desert. It plays fine and it is kind of fun, but it is a bit too hard since it just throws you into a fight after starting. But I can see myself playing more of this. Forsaken fucking rocks. No, not that Forsaken. There we go, that's the one. In this game, you pilot what appears to be some sort of mining craft with guns, a bona fide Minecraft with guns, if you will.
Oi, let me do this, Rob!
No, don't do it, Vic!
And fight robots and tanks in a dark, metallic underground facility. Movement feels a bit off at first, but as you play it, it starts to come together and is quite intuitive and uses the PS1 base controller well. But if it had DualShock support, it would have been even better. Combat is fun and fast and makes you feel powerful when you kill an enemy or even get a new weapon. The demo is good and is also of a good length. You get a full level and is hard enough to make it more replayable. I really like this demo. I could see myself playing more of this, for sure. And 2-0 is Tempest. If you've played Tempest, you've played this. It's Tempest. Although this game does have its own style, it is a bit of an odd game. It's a little weird. It's a weird game. It looks weird. It's got this weird thing going on. But it's fun. I like it. It's a fun, arcadey experience, and it has endless replayability. Toka is another racing game. It's fine. I'm sick of racers right now, especially the more realistic ones. If it was more arcade style like Jet Moto or Ridge Racer, then I would be happy, but no, it's another racing sim. Dead or Alive. I love Dead or Alive. They are fun and cheesy fighting games. Boob ninjas fighting dudes in armor is just the right kind of dumb and gamey that I love in fighting games. And this demo gives you that in a controlled environment. You get 3 characters and a few maps to play on. You even get a clone fight with the fighter that you choose, and there is a good amount of difficulty with one of the characters being easy, one being medium, and one being hard, giving you some replay value and a goal. The first non-playable demo is Tomba. I have the Tomba demo disc, so we're just going to watch the trailer. The second non-playable demo is Jersey Devil, and, well, we have the Jersey Devil demo on one of these compilation discs, so this trailer will give us a nice feel of what's to come. This disc has fewer demos, but more good ones, so sometimes less is more. Colonel Sin's demo is still last though. 4 out of 5 discs. This disc has a whopping 10 playable, 5 non-playable, and a commercial. Let's play the first demo. Blasto is a 3D platformer starring Captain Blasto, a wisecracker and action hero, and a lot like Duke Nukem. You run, you jump, you shoot, you quip, through levels and fight aliens. And it is very bad. Yeah, sadly this demo is not fun. It starts you in a later level without telling you how anything really works outside of the basic controls. It's a trial and error hellscape and definitely doesn't make me want to buy the full game. I know that this game has fans, but I doubt this demo had any part of that. Again, I have the Tomba demo disc, so we're not going to be playing it here. Einhander is a cyberpunk side-scrolling shooter with an eastern-western mix city. And it's fucking awesome.
In the era of great chaos, when the earth and the moon were at war with each other, a daredevil from piloted a bizarre aircraft. It was feared, and because of its shape, called Einhander.
You pick one of two fighter ships and fight the police force and their mech ships. I don't know the plot since this demo has none, but this Squaresoft game is absolutely awesome. And yes, it's early Squaresoft, so you know it's fucking great. With hard but fair bosses and a lot of badass guns to pick up off of certain enemies, it's just so much fun to play. The music is great, with synth and haunting vocals, making for a dystopian feel. The game looks great too, and is the best looking demo on this disc, with it being the only one with no noticeable pixelation on my modern TV, and its art style is sleek and stylish. Best demo yet. It gives me the good feels. And stuff. I own Gran Turismo, so I won't say too much about this demo. It's fine. It's a bit disappointing, but it's fine. We'll talk about this game more in a later video. Hot Shots Golf. It's golf. Golf out of 10. Jersey Devil was a lot of fun and is very nostalgic for me. However, upon replaying it, I am a bit disappointed. You get 99% of a level, and it is a great level to show off your goofy Halloween themed platformer, but like I said, you only get 99%. Why not go the full mile and give us a whole level if we're gonna go for like most of it? Once you reach the last door that leads to the boss fight, you just get the end screen.
Well, that sucks!
The gameplay, art style, music, and minigame that it has is all great fun. The only problem is a lack of the boss fight, which is just ridiculous to me since you get most of the game. But most demos don't have very satisfying endings, And in the long run, this game was still very fun. I had fun with it. I just wish they went the full mile. We're just gonna lump all these 3 non-playable demos together. It's NFL Extreme, MLB 99, and Spyro the Dragon. It's a bit sad that Spyro isn't playable, but what can you do? Still wish one was playable though. Still wish one was playable. But I would totally trade out like Hot Shots Golf for Spyro. In Gex, you play as Gex, a gecko that loves pop culture, breaking the fourth wall, and is trapped in a TV and must collect items to escape his hell.
For me, you should know. One for me and one for me. Sweet like candy. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
You adventure through multiple different genres of TV show in this demo, but you only get the cartoon world. And that's fine. It's not the whole thing, but it's a lot of game. So, I'd say it's definitely fine. It's a very fun and colorful game. I just wish the demo gave us a bit more, but come on, it's a demo. I gotta stop acting like it needs more. It's a demo. Who cares? As long as it's fun, that's all that matters. But the length does kind of matter, since the longer the demo, the better feel I get. And trust me, the longer demos are definitely the best ones. Tekken 3's demo is fine. It does its job of giving you a taste. You get 2 fighters, Zyoyu and Eddie.
You win.
Oh no, he's hot!
And one of the fighters is only an opponent, Lee. You also get 1 or 2 stages, which is fine. Better than Versus. Also, the game was definitely in early development, since not all the moves are there and some buttons do nothing. So I'll excuse the fact that Lee isn't actually playable, even though he's in there. Tomb Raider 2 suffers from the same problem as Blasto. The demo starts you in a later level and doesn't seem to care if you're ready or not. This demo is bad. The franchise it's in is great, but the demo is just bad. Fuck me, man. I wish Resident Evil 2 and Metal Gear Solid had playable demos. I would sacrifice Blasto, Tomb Raider 2, and my left testicle to play these demos of classic games. Damn shame. NBA Shootout 98. It's NBA Shootout 98. What more do you want? Yes, in this demo disc from Toys R Us, you get an advert for PlayStation Underground magazine trademark, and it's the last thing in this disc. That's pretty shitty, but it is a fun little time travel trip back to the past. A past I was not born in, but a past I have a lot of fondness for. I kinda like it. I know it's a commercial for a magazine in my demo disc, and it takes up a slot that could have been a demo, but I like it.
Call 1-800-983-SONY. Get 4 issues, 8 CDs for only $29.95. Get it today.
Overall, this disc was not as good as I remember. The demos here are very good, and Einhander on its own brings this disc up by a lot. But the amount of lackluster demo length and disappointment here keep me from saying it's spectacular. However, I still give it 4 out of 5 discs, because my arbitrary rating system is broken.